19 or so. Every 1 to 2 days a week. I'm your host, AD Zach Dawson of the Iamacreator community. If you guys are joining in and want to catch more MLB 19 every 1 to 2 days a week, I have decided I don't know when I'm gonna be doing a new episode of The Last of Us Part 2, but it'll be very soon. As I said, I'm just taking another small break. See when I'm going to be doing a new one for sure. And I'll let you guys know when we'll get that opportunity once again. If there's anyone in the chat that does have a Twitter, you can do so. Or follow me on Twitter anytime you'd like. I'm not that hard to find. And I just tweeted out twice on Twitter, so you guys can come in the chat anytime. When we watch our videos in full, we like the videos in full, share them, tweet them out as good as we can, and we're all good to go. And leave a meaningful comment, and we never ask for support back. If you guys have any questions about the idol, you guys can vote Aladdin or the Greatest Showman. Aladdin's at 27, the Greatest Showman is at 12. So far tonight, what's up sis? What's up Sister Thrice, how you doing? What's up Zombie, Brother Mark, how you doing? And it's a good thing we're expanding tonight, guys. This is a good thing. But sister, I did see a little bit of a YouTube video over the weekend about jail or something. I'm not 100% sure. As this is the series finale. Actually, the 3-game series finale, as it will be the 3-5 Cardinals taking on the 7-2 Padres in St. Louis. Padres won the first one 2-1. Padres won the second one 8-1. So we'll see what happens tonight. Like I said, The Last of Us Part 2. We don't know when I'm gonna be doing a new episode. Well, I thought it was something bad you actually did, but I guess not. But how you been tonight, Zombie? When busy, bro, I'm full, healed, stronger than ever. Well, what did I tell you about, Brother Mark? At least you let your arm rest for a while. That's a good thing. So on the mound for the 3-5 Cardinals tonight, the series finale. I can't complain. In the series finale in San Diego, for the 3-5 Cardinals will be Adam Wainwright. He has an 0-1 record, 10 strikeouts, 4.91 ERA. He'll be taking on the Nelson Lamont on the mound for the 7-2 Padres tonight. In the series finale in St. Louis, he has an 0-1 record, 6 strikeouts, 7.20 ERA. So take it down to the Palm Park tonight, guys. See how much entertainment we can try to grab in. So there you go, guys, on the mound for the 3-5 Cardinals tonight. It's a right-handed pitcher, Adam Wainwright. He has an 0-1 record, 4.91 ERA. And a starting lineup for tonight for the 3-5 Cardinals of the season. Leading off first will be Tommy Edman. Con Wong is followed. Paul Goldschmidt, the first baseman, is batting third. Marcelo Zona is next after him. Paul DeZong is at shortstop. Tyro O'Neill is at center fielder. Jose Martinez is right field. Yadier Molina is catcher. And batting ninth on the mound for the 3-5 Cardinals tonight, in the series finale in St. Louis, is Adam Wainwright. So how is everyone doing tonight? Hopefully you guys are having a busy Monday so far tonight. Well, I just got to tell you guys this. I was just pretty tired. Pretty tired after I was up at 4:30 in the morning this morning. Doing morning shifts is actually anything you can try to expect due to the COVID-19. But I'm basically okay for the most part. Setsatine is making bad videos for people with no reason. I wonder what might be the serious or bad cause to that. I mean, I have no idea when it comes to bad reasons. What's up, Dynamite? How are you tonight, brother? Check out that channel, guys. If you guys have a Twitter, you guys can follow me on Twitter as good as you can. On the mound for the 3-5 Cardinals in St. Louis series finale tonight. The series will be Adam Wainwright. Adam Wainwright making his second start. 0-1 record, 4.91 ERA. And leading off first for the 7-2 Padres tonight will be Travis Janikowski. He's 3 for 9 with a double. So yeah, the last part 2 is going to be waiting a little while. That'll be foul ball to left, strike 1. Adam Wainwright on the mound for 3-5 Cardinals tonight, enters with 148 career wins in his career, and a bunt attempt to home. And allow a bunch of runs and not play. And that'll be a single. Both those things are going to bunt attempt. This team's going to get it going. As the manager for the 3-5 Cardinals will try to challenge it. So let's see if he actually got on base for the 7-2 Padres tonight. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and but like says, I see on Zine's YouTube videos, I put dislike on it. Well, when it comes to disrespect on that, no one deserves to have bad influences or any terrible stuff on content. You know, how's quarantine? Anything for sure. If most of us can try to think about it for a second, but it's been okay for what it is, but it's all good. I've just been pretty tired. I slept in after I got back from Subway, had some pizza rolls that my family cooked me for a little while, so that'll be a single. Pitched by Wainwright. Strike 1 inside the zone. That'll bring in Fernando Tatis Jr. Shortstop. He's batting .313 with 1 ribby. Twins 1, Phillies nothing in Philadelphia. Has a look, now the pitch. That'll be ground ball to left center field. And that will be a single. Series finale in St. Louis. Single by the Padres. Nationals 2, Mets 1 in New York City. Agreed. CMA Vizita being gay with no reason. Well, when it comes to something like that, that's actually just their private well-being or whatever they're doing regardless is actually very wrong to see what's going on. Take care, sis. Keep up the good work on YouTube. You always welcome back at any time you like. Reds 4, Pirates nothing in Pittsburgh. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to the right. Cubbies 4, Brewers 1 in Milwaukee. My buddy Zombie's gonna be he's gonna be going live tonight, so he still has me covered. But he did send me a comment before the start of the weekend. Zakawa, Bra, you all, loves you all, and anytime. Anything I can do to help, sis. That'll be fly ball to right center field. He makes the catch. That's the first out. Ryder goes to second, get the third, and he will get there after the first out. Indians 1, wait a minute, Royals 5, Tigers nothing in Detroit. There's the starting lineup for the 7-2 Padres of the season. Manny Machado's batting .281. Zombie, is there anything to expand on that in the chat? Then I'll bring up right fielder Hunter Renfroe. It's 1 for 9 with a home run and 2 ribbies. Right-handed batter. Strike 1 at the bottom. Got a little bit looking fairly that time. And he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just. So yeah, the last is part 2. I might still do new episodes, but I don't know when though. I mean, it's still under 3 to 4 days a week, so I still haven't had the time to get back to them. I haven't gone back to new episodes. As I said, I haven't had the time. But you guys will have new episodes very soon. I just don't know when right now, to be honest. But I'm taking my time on it. Swing and a miss. And that's the second out for the Padres. A strikeout by Adam Wainwright in the series finale in St. Louis. He is on the mound for the 3-5 Cardinals tonight. But I do know for a fact, guys, you guys won't have a new episode of Borderline Street tomorrow night for sure. But my pun's not going to be in tonight because he's making a return with the guidelines and this COVID-19 going on. And so my pun's making a return to what do you call it? To horseback riding tonight. So that'll be fly ball to right, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired. In the series finale in St. Louis, Padres leave 2. We're going to bottom of the first inning. Padres nothing. Cardinals coming up to bat. And so on the mound for the 7-2 Padres in St. Louis, in the series finale tonight, is the Nelson Lamet. Lamet making a second start, has an 0-1 record, 7.20 ERA, and has given up 5 hits, 5 walks, and 4 strikeouts to his resume. And leading off for the Cardinals will be third baseman Tommy Edman. Do you even know what day your ZF, your pun, will come this week? Well, that's a good question. I mean, she's been, well, basically she's been busy. I mean, she's been busy, sleeping in a little while. And when she's always up every 24/7 comes to being getting up at 8:30 in the morning. And when it comes to morning sets for whatever I have, that's ball 2, 2-0 at the bottom. And once, yeah, she usually gets up every 8:30 in the morning. That's where you see actually gets cranky when somebody tries to wake her up, or you know, whatever she has to do, You know, it's anything for sure. But I don't know when, but my opponent and I have discussed it a little bit. That'd be ground ball to left center field, and that'll fly away from him, and that will be a double. The series finale in St. Louis, that's a double for the Cardinals. Second double by Tommy Edman. Oh my. So that's a double for the Cardinals. The series finale in St. Louis, Missouri. Runner at second, nobody out. Lamont is on the mound for the 7-2 Padres tonight. His pitch. Ball went up top. Brings up second baseman Compton Wong. He's batting .235, 1 ribby. He's a left-handed batter, if I'm correct. Indians 1, Blue Jays nothing in Cleveland, Ohio. If you guys can send me out on Twitter, get it out there, that'd be nice. You guys let me know. You guys will also get IGN News tonight as well. IGN has not been forgotten, so it's not a big deal going forward. So strike 1 to the upper right. No, 2-1. My sister-in-law Della, my wife is losing supporters. Okay. Any particular reason why Della's losing? How many supporters has she lost this week? Do we have a tellable number? Ball 3 to the left. On deck is Paul Goldsmith. He's batting .212. I'm going to bring up IGN News in just a little bit. Like I said, I will be in with Zombie tonight around 9 o'clock, so depending if there's any Saints plans going on. Because I don't really think there's much to add. It comes to 3-2 by Lamont. And he struck him out. First strikeout. That'll be the first out for the Cardinals. Series finale in St. Louis. Here's the starting lineup for the 3-5 Cardinals this season. Marcelo Zodin's batting .194. Tyro O'Neill was batting .219. Last season he had a .280 average. In the chat. So, and that'll bring in Paul Goldsmith, first baseman. He has $2 and he has 3 for 8 in the series finale in St. Louis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
It's the pitch, strike one up top.
Called for strike one.
So yeah, we actually have some interesting things too coming out of IGN tonight. That'll be fly ball to right center field, and he makes the catch, and that's the second out for the Cardinals. See his finale and St. Louis. So we're going to start with the gameplay footage since that's a little bit. His pitch by Lamont. He is on the mound for the 7-2 Padres tonight. Strike one at the bottom. He lost 6 down to 24 supporters with no reason. Well, how much content has he been making this week? Foul territory to right, and that's a foul out, and the inning is over. In the series finale in St. Louis, Cardinals lead 1. We go to top of the second. Padres nothing. Cardinals nothing.
Now batting, Dennis Davidson.
Due up for the Padres will be the next batter by the name of Dennis Davidson. He's batting .400, 1 home run, 3 ribbies. He's a left-handed batter, I would assume. Swing and a miss, strike one, outside the zone. But I've just been sleeping in for another couple hours or something, guys. That'll be fly ball to right center field. So I actually got up from my nap around before 7 o'clock tonight, but I've been okay. He makes the catch, 1 away for the Padres. If bad YouTube is keep messing around, my wife Della's 3 YouTube. May not reach 100 supporters, she makes 3 videos. 3 videos ain't too bad. That's why when it comes to days off, I do mornings and evenings. Because I'm so entirely tired real quick when it comes to waking up in the morning. Then I'll bring in catcher Austin Allen, excuse me.
Here's the first pitch to him.
It's a pitch by wing right, foul ball to left, strike one. Cubbies 4, Brewers 1, and Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 1-1 count by wing right. That'll be ground ball to left center field.
And that's in there, base hit.
And he does scoop it up, and that'll be a single. This year I will make 3,000 videos. That's going to be a big milestone. That's a big milestone right there to go right into. Then I'll bring up left fielder Will Myers. He's batting .444, 6 home runs, 9 ribbies. Let's see for 8 with a home run and 2 RBIs driven in. In the series finale in St. Louis. But I can't complain. Run with first, 1 out. The pitch by wing right.
Here's the first offering.
Foul ball to right, strike 1. Royals 5, Tigers 2 in Detroit.
He waits, now the pitch.
That'll be fly ball to left center field. And he makes the catch to left center field, and that's the second out for the Padres. But so far I've been doing good over the weekend, so I still can't complain. Then I'll bring up the starting pitcher on the mound for the 7-2 Padres, Lamont. Wing right nods his head. Here's the pitch, strike 1 to the left. If you guys want to catch more MLB 19 every 1 to 2 days a week, you guys can follow me on Twitter anytime you'd like, strike 2 to the left. We have not that hard to find on the Iamacreator group. And that equals Payitforward and be rewarded. At least most of you have a Twitter. Facebook is actually not in the description, so just Twitter. But if you guys do have a Twitter, you can do so by following me on Twitter anytime you'd like. Send me out, tweet me out, all 2 to the right. And trying to get my channel back on board. But we also want some videos in full. Swing and a miss. 3 outs, struck him out, and the side is retired. Padres leave 1. It's series finale in St. Louis. Go to bottom of the second. Padres nothing. Cardinals nothing. Do what for the Cardinals tonight in the chat.
6 and 7 here to start the home half.
It will be the shortstop Paul DeZong coming in. He's batting .273, 1 home run, and two runs driven in. Yeah, we watch our videos in full. We like the videos in full, share them, tweet them out, add them to a playlist. We are all good to go. And we never ask for support back. If you guys can follow me on Twitter, you can do so by following me anytime you like. I'm not that hard to find. It comes to being a funny man, you know, that has a lot of respect. Foul ball to right with strike one. Marlins 2, Braves nothing in Atlanta. 2-1 count. That'd be fly ball to right center field. And he makes the catch, 1 away for the Cardinals. You guys can let me know in the chat. You guys want to vote for the idol. Len stands at 27. The greatest summon stands at 12. So it's only a 15 margin. You guys will be headlined with Isaiah News right about now. So let's see what we got in tech tonight, guys. Actually, we're going to start off with a game that's been announced from this morning. That'll bring in center fielder Tyrone O'Neill. He has 4 strikeouts. He is 0 for 7 in the series finale in St. Louis. He's the pitch by Lamont. Ball went to the right. So we have a game that's already been announced from this morning. It's a game called Saddle Warrior 3. Coming out of strike 1 inside the zone, 1-1. That's coming out of Flying Wild Hog and Developer Digital. As they announced that Saddle Warrior 3 will be coming out next year. Next year, in 2021. So we don't know when it's going to be, what other platforms it's going to be coming in. That'll be foul ball to right, strike 2. But yeah, the game itself is only, I would assume it's only going to be for the PC. No, there's pretty much nothing slated for the PS5 or Xbox Series X. On deck is Jose Martinez. He's batting 161. Here comes a 3-2 offering. Astros 1, A's nothing in Houston. And he struck him out at the bottom left. Another strikeout. And that's the second out for the Cardinals. A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. So yeah, guys, it's coming out of Flying Wild Hog. This is actually a new developer, I would assume, for this year. So you guys can check that out. I probably am not going to buy it if it's only for PC. So probably not. We strike 1. It brings up right fielder Jose Martinez. He's batting 161, 1 home run, 3 ribbies. And Emmanuel Marcy Cone pretty much passed away over the weekend. Swing and a miss to the right, strike 2. Yeah, he's actually the Oscar-winning Hateful Eight composer, as this man passed away at the age of 91. This comes out of the good, the bad, and the ugly, I would assume. That's starring and he struck him out at the bottom. Another strikeout, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals. The series finale in St. Louis. We go to top of the third. Padres nothing. Cardinals nothing. Do up for the Padres. Back to the lineup is Travis Zanikowski. He's singing on his first time with he is 1 for 1. Series finale in St. Louis. It's the pitch by Wainwright. That'd be a bunt attempt to left, and he throws to the first baseman in time. 1 out for the Padres. So this man, the Italian film composer, whose sympathetic scores spanned across all genres, including spaghetti westerns, romance, and thrills, has passed away at the age of 91. He's up Fernando Tatis Jr. It's 1 for 1 with a single in the first inning. So yeah, 91 years old is actually a really good age as a composer. But the other composers that I know that I would assume that are still alive is John Williams, Walter Murphy, the composer of one of the composers, Ground Ball Center Field, Picked up by second, throws to first, out number 2 for the Padres. Here comes the third baseman, Manny Machado, coming to bat. He's fallen out his first time. He is 0 for 1 in the series finale in St. Louis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
We'll get to some of it in just a second. Strike one at the bottom. Yeah, McCone died early Monday, which is actually earlier today, in a Rome hospital after suffering complications from a fall that caused a hip fracture. Which that really has to hurt, guys. It's like if one of your body parts is hurting, the odds of that happening is pretty much 12 to 1. Every ground ball center field, and that'll be a single. Yankees won, Orioles nothing in Baltimore. So that's a single for the Padres. This is finale in St. Louis. Zoya, Zior, Zeno, Asuma, Totalitarian News, A-to-C, and Pro Variety. So he actually broke the news from that this morning.
Into the box, Hunter Renfroe.
That'll be foul ball behind home base. Brings up Hunter Renfroe, right fielder. Struck out his first time. He's 0 for 1. The series finale in St. Louis. Strike 2 inside the zone. Astros 1, A's nothing in Houston. Geek 1990, how's it going tonight, buddy? Are you new to the Iamacreator community? Swing and a miss, and he struck him out the same way, and his side is retired.
One left for San Diego. Home half of the third coming up.
Padres leave 1. In the series finale in St. Louis. Go to bottom of the third. Cardinals nothing. Padres nothing. They use the commentators, guys. Matt Vascozen, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak. And that we do a do-up for the Cardinals. It's pretty much number 4 on the jersey. That's relaxing, that's all. I can't complain. I've just been really tired tonight, but the same as usual. Strike 1 inside the zone. We had the musical maestro proposed more than 400 scores for cinema and television, as well as over 100 classical works. He first rose to what do you call it? Being phenomenal back in the 1960s, if I'm correct. Swung a little deep. That's strike 2. And that would be Yadier Molina. It's Ketsu. We're collaborating with director Sergio Leone on his spaghetti westerns, but all together they created timeless masterpieces, as a matter of fact. And he struck him out. First another strikeout. And that's the first out for the Cardinals. With Moricone scored to the good, the bad, and the ugly. Still considered to be one of the most influential soundtracks in history. I've seen the movie. It's actually pretty good. But the only one that knows how to get the stuff done as the main character and leading role is what do you call it? Clint Eastwood. So he's a masterpiece. So yeah, he died at the age of 91. So he was actually a pretty good man when it comes to being a legendary composer. So I can't complain on that. Foul ball to right, strike 2. So that's pretty much interesting. 1 and 2 count. Foul ball to right again, strike 2. That ball was also inside the zone without no problem. Our score. We have some news about the Batman as well. And he struck him out at the bottom. Not a strikeout. Second strikeout for the Cardinals. That's out number 2. The Cardinals. Back to the lineup will be third baseman Tommy Edman. He's 1 for 1 if they double his first time. The series finale in St. Louis. According to Adele Ankers, guys, the Batman and Mission Impossible 7 are among several film and television productions that are given the green light to resume filming, which is actually mostly this summer. The UK government announced on Sunday over the weekend Strike one inside the zone. Then a limited number of essential individuals. Working on major productions will be able to do something. Ball one to the right. 1-1. Will be allowed as part of an exclusive group who are exempt from quarantine rules. So as long as some of that travels to the country, that won't be a problem. Then we ground ball to the pitcher, throws to the first baseman, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals in St. Louis, in the series finale in St. Louis. We'll go top of the fourth. Cardinals nothing, Padres nothing. 2 up for the Padres will be first baseman Eric Hosmer. He's 0 for 1 if we line out his first time in the ball game in the series finale in St. Louis. As long as those traveling to the country live and work in controlled bubbled environments, which only includes their production and accommodation locations, per the Hollywood Reporter. But I don't see that being a problem, as long as the movies like, say, The Batman, as I said earlier, and which is actually nearly a part of that too. So it's like saying if you're playing some kind of a superhero in the DC or Marvel, you've got to get yourself in shape, you know. Build that muscle, build that heroic style that people want to see, that fans want to see, you know. Nationals 6, Mets 3 in New York City. Yeah, that is something that's in the mood for entertainment. 1-2 count. Foul ball to right, strike 2. But yeah, it really says it all right there. I mean, Robert Pattinson is making his first appearance at the Batman by next year on October 1st. So he just needs to get to what he needs to do, you know. Even though it's actually a big role, and it's actually a lot of hard work getting in Tech 2. We also have some Final Fantasy news we are getting to in just a minute. That'll be ground ball center field, picked up by second. Throws to the first baseman in time, 1 away for the Padres in the series finale in St. Louis. That'll bring up second baseman Dennis Davidson. He's 0 for 1 if we fly out in the second. The series finale in St. Louis. He is pitched by Wainwright. That'll be ground ball center field again, picked up by second. Throws to the first base, and that's out number 2 for the Padres. Blue Jays 2, Indians 1 in Cleveland. Comes Austin Allen, the catcher. He's singled in the second inning. He's 1 for 1. The series finale in St. Louis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
You guys can let me know in the chat if you guys want to follow me on Twitter. I'm not that hard to find, so as long as you guys get my channel back up there, and that would be, like I said, Iamacreator equals Payitforward and be rewarded. That's what it actually normally counts. White Sox 3. I didn't get that out of score in time. 0-2 count by Wainwright. Ball 1 to the left. That's sex swing. 1-2. Final Fantasy 7 Part 2, Remake Part 2, is being developed at home as of right now, which is actually going to catch a lot of us in our eyes since this is actually one of the 5 games that's going to be getting Game of the Year for the ZOTY Awards.
No errors in the ball game for the Padres.
In which the game itself will be very soon. I would think by next year, once we get Part 2. It comes to the style. Foul ball to left, strike 2. My Never Said 7 remake got a 7 out of 10 this year. It's actually not too bad. But I don't know, I'm thinking it could maybe be enough. Ground ball to right center field. Throws to the first baseman, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Padres. The series finale in St. Louis tonight. We're going to bottom of the 4th. Padres nothing, Cardinals nothing. 2 up for the Cardinals. The second baseman Colton Wong struck out his first time. He is 0 for 1. So it all depends where the other anticipation is going to be. So strike 1 at the bottom, 0-1. So that'll be interesting to see when they can touch base on as well. Ball went to the left, 1-1. Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, for Zach to say they have finished with their work. This is actually a little bit of a special update that I haven't heard. According to George Scribbles, it's actually been big stuff intact, as the game will be for the Switch. Which I have really not gone back to Breath of the Wild. As a matter of fact, I mean, I usually got bored with the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, the very first one, because, you know, it was really, I mean, I thought it was, I mean, I was actually getting bored right at the moment, so. But if I were to get back to plans this year, that would be good. But I have to think about it. It's a pitch by Lamont, ball one up top. But Breath of the Wild does have a lot of respect after being Game of the Year a couple years ago. We saw Paul Goldschmidt, first baseman. He popped out his first time in the series finale in St. Louis. We got about 6 likes. Can we get up to 8 in the chat tonight? And also, tomorrow after work, guys, you guys will have a new episode on Borderlands 3. And that's every Tuesday and Wednesday. So you guys can keep it locked, stay tuned for that as well. See if there's anything we can try to partner, if there's anything that's special to partner up with. That'd be foul ball to right, strike 1. It's now 2-1. So it all depends. Ball 3. It's now 3-1. On deck is Marcel Azona. He's batting 187. He is on deck. IZN partners with Gamescom 2020. Huh, this might be a little interesting to see. Comes to 3-1 by Lamont. And they pop up. First baseman's under it. And he makes the catch, and that's second out for the Cardinals. That'll bring up left fielder Marcel Azona coming up to bat. He has popped out his first time. He is 0 for 1 in the series finale in St. Louis tonight. Hold on a second. Let's see if we can try to jump into this. Strike 1 up top, 0-1. According to those Scribbles, we're happy to announce that IZN is once again partnering with Gamescom this year. Well, we'll be helping to recreate the show in its new digital form. Which I think it might be a little more interesting to see what they actually discuss. Ball 1 to the left, 1-1. Gamescom 2020 runs from August 27th to August 30th. It kicks off on the opening night live on the very beginning date, ball 2 to the right. We'll be streaming that showcase in months more across with every IZN platform throughout the event. Gamescom went on to say on Twitter, let's go. Hashtag Gamescom 2020 is gearing up at IZN and Wikipedia Germany as we speak. Ball 3 up top. It's now 3-1. On deck will be Paul DeZong. He's batting 265. He is on deck. And it's confirmed as official partners and will produce our Gamescom live shows at Zeoff Nightly. Strike 2 up top. It's now 2-2, full count. And Swamp Crop are also part hashtag up for Gamescom. More information is actually on the website coming out of BIT for the bit. So apparently, it does have a little more extra on that. And he struck him out, check looking. So that's a strikeout. And the inning is over. 3 up, 2 down for the Cardinals. In series finale in St. Louis. We go to top of the 5th inning. Padres nothing, Cardinals nothing. So yeah, every day we'll be bringing you the Gamescom studio stream, including live gameplay demos, exclusive interviews with developers and publishers, and daily news. So they actually have their own. They actually announced the events that are going to be taking place. As starting August 28th to 29th, the daily show, due up for the Padres will be left fielder Will Myers. He's lined out in the 2nd inning. The series finale in St. Louis. Wainwright nods his head. Strike 1 up top, is 0-1. So yeah, Gamescom is actually one of the major events that takes place with the virus or without the coronavirus, so but I'm still hoping that'll end very soon, if not possibly by the beginning of 2021. So we can try to have a different fresh start to go to, so it all depends. With more of the spread that we can continue to expand and see what we can do on that. Marlins 2, Braves nothing in Atlanta. That's a 2-2 by Wainwright. Heavy ground ball to first. He gets there and time. He got it. 1 out for the Cardinal. 1 out for the Padres. Excuse me. That'll bring up Danell Lamont on the mound for the 7-2 Padres tonight. Let's see, now in St. Louis. He has struck out his first time. Strike 1 to the left. Cubbies 7, Brewers 1 in Milwaukee. I mean, I haven't checked out Gamescom, but I know they can announce pretty good things. August 28th to 29th, as a matter of fact, they will be introducing some, the big things, strike 2 at the bottom, 1 and 2. And they actually have, I would think, a good handful of announcements for that before the end of August. Foul ball to left, strike 2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further.
Ball 2 to the left, 2 and 2. Blue Jays 3, Indians 2 in Cleveland. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Royals 9, Tigers 2, and Detroit. Type 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. You guys can check me out on Twitter anytime you'd like. Follow me on Twitter anytime.
No runs, 4 hits. No errors in
I'm still not that hard to find. And he struck him out constantly. That's a strikeout. Second out for the Padres. 4th strikeout by Adam Wainwright. In the series finale in St. Louis. Angels 1, Rangers nothing in Los Angeles. They will wrap up the day's highlights as well as covering the likes of cosplay, esports, and more extra on that. It'll bring up Travis Zanikowski. He's 1 for 2. That's a single in the first inning. Series finale in St. Louis. That'd be ground ball center field. This should end the inning. And it'll go, and it will end the inning. That was the first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Padres. In the series finale in St. Louis, guys. In the chat. At the bottom of the 5th inning, Padres nothing, Cardinals nothing. August 29th, Gamescom, awesome indies. So in that showcase, guys, they'll be showing up the most exciting games from smaller developers at the show, shining a light on some of the industry's most original projects, and talking them through with their developers. August 30th, they will be closing out Gamescom 2020 with the best of the show. So I think it could be watchable on Twitter, Twitch, and I think YouTube, maybe. Do want for the Cardinals to be shortstop Paul DeJong. He lined down in the 2nd inning. He's 0 for 1. The series finale in St. Louis.
First pitch of the at-bat.
So that'll be interesting. Ball 1 to the upper left. Xbox Series first party games will be showing off this month on July 23rd, so you guys can check out. See what they're planning. That's ball 2 to the right, 2-0. So yeah, you guys can check out what the plan going forward is going to be. Ball 3. It's now 3-0 in the chat tonight. On deck, Ty O'Neill is batting .212 in the series finale in St. Louis. There's also a there's Iamacreator Ray trailer of Destroy All Humans. It's Crypto actually pointed out as we speak. Strike 1 to the upper left, 3-1. There's also a 30 minutes of gameplay footage leak of Assassin's Creed Valhalla that'll be coming out in the holidays. That will be the last pre-order for the PS4. If not, I might make that my first pre-order for the PS5 for the schedule. That'll be fly ball to right center field. He scoops it up, makes the catch, and that's the first out for the Cardinals. And that was actually to right center field. So it all depends, guys. I mean, it all depends what the other makeover is going to be. Mattel gives Wonder Woman a Barbie-worthy makeover. Oh my. Get to that in a second. Brings up center fielder Tyrone Neal. He is struck out in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. The series finale in St. Louis. According to Jets and Sneeden, with Gal Gadot and Chris Pine replacing their DC Universe EU roles. Ball into the right. Royals 9, Tigers 2 in Detroit. In the upcoming Wonder Woman of the 1984 on that, Mattel is introducing a new lineup of dolls based on the new DC movie, as a matter of fact. Hold up a minute. It's swing, strike 2 at the bottom. Lamont's given up 24 balls, 39 strikes, with a total of 63. On the mound for the 7-2 Padres tonight in the series finale in St. Louis. That'll be fly ball to deep right center field, guys. Racing back, and he makes the catch far to the right, and that's out number 2 for the Cardinals. Good catch defensively, though, tonight. Phillies 1, Twins 1, and Philadelphia. That brings up Jose Martinez. He struck out in the second inning. He's 0 for 1.
First pitch on its way.
And with Wonder Woman 1984, based on the dolls, I think it'll be good for investors for it. And it's still going to be PG-13, as it'll be out on that'd be ground ball to left. Picked up by second baseman, throws to first, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals. Go to top of the 6th inning. Padres nothing, Cardinals nothing. 2 up for the Padres will be the shortstop Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 1 for 2 with a single his first time in the series finale in St. Louis. So yeah, my pun will not be here tonight, but I do know we will be on the call tonight around 10 o'clock tonight, so if you guys have any questions for her in the chat, let me know. If there's anything you would like to discuss and part of that conversation a little bit, let me know. Ball 2 to the left, 2-0. I do go back tomorrow from 7 to 3, which is actually not that bad on the pad, so I'll be at Subway afterwards. That'll be foul ball to left, strike 1. My phone bill is actually doing very well. As I don't plan on extending it till next month of August, beginning month of August, for the first week, so I'm pretty much good to go this month, which is actually not all too bad. 2-2 count. My wing right, ball 3 at the bottom. On deck, Manny Machado is on deck, 303, 1 home run, 6 ribbies. Cubbies 7, Brewers 1 in Milwaukee. But I'm not a big fan of Barbie dolls since one of my peers was when I was a kid. That'll be fly ball to left center field. And he makes the catch, and that's the first out for the Padres. So that will be on October 2nd of this year. They'll bring up Manny Machado, third baseman. 1 for 2 with a single in the 3rd inning. It covers the blind side to the blind side for it. Foul ball behind home base, strike 1. Blue Jays 3, Indians 2 in Cleveland. Might be a different strike 1 for sure. Swinging the rest at the bottom, strike 2. Not that bad of a pitch. Wainwright nods his head. Comes the 0-2. St. Commission be foul ball to left, strike 2. Mariners 5, White Sox 3 in Chicago. You guys have also heard that Hasbro has announced that they're making swing and a miss, and that's the second out for the Padres. 5th strikeout by Adam Wainwright. Adam Wainwright's doing good on the mound for the 3-5 Cardinals tonight in the series finale in St. Louis, Missouri, actually. Black Widow Scarlett Johansson handing the baton to Florence Pugh, and what it could mean for the role. Well, we're going to touch base on that very shortly. Strike 1 in the upper left. 1-1.
He's rolling so far in this one as we head into middle part of this
Winfield
game.
was 0 for 2 in the series finale in St. Louis.
Have been for strikes. If he
It's like saying it's either the baton or time for a different actor to take over for a little while. Foul ball to left, strike 2, inside the MCU. Zombie will be live in a half hour, so I'll be jumping that very soon. After I'm done with this. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Still 1 and 2. The pitch by Wainwright. And he struck him out. Pretty good strikeout pitch. Total 3 outs, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Padres. The series finale in St. Louis. Go to bottom of the 6th. Padres nothing, Cardinals nothing. Due-up for the Cardinals. It's the catcher Yadier Molina. Struck out in the 3rd inning. He's 0 for 1. So according to Jess Needham, well, the upcoming Black Widow movie takes place several years ago in the MCU timeline. That doesn't mean it won't have a profound impact on Marvel's movies going forward. Director Kay Shortland, ball 2 at the bottom, 2-0. Reveals that the movie will see Scarlett Johansson's Natasha Romanoff officially pass the torch to Florence Pugh's Yelena Belova, apparently. Strike 1 inside the zone, 2-1. It's only revealed as much during an interview with Empire, revealing that the movie is setting up a long-term storyline for Pugh's character. 2-1 count by Lamont. Ball 3. 3-1.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bump it over to second with the 9-hole hitter?
Based on that, that character, basically, and that's ball 4. First walk by Lamont. He's on the mound for the 7-2 Padres tonight. Series finale in St. Louis. As Lamont walks his batter. Brings up Adam Wainwright, a starting pitcher for the 3-5 Cardinals tonight. Series finale in St. Louis. He struck out in the 3rd. He's 0 for 1. So it's a runner at first, nobody out. Strike 1, a little up top. Yelena may well be in MCU's design Black Widow in Phase 4 and beyond. It all depends what that means going forward the same way. Usually fans were actually upset on some of the MCU and tech, but I mean, part of me wants me to see Black Widow, but there's a different positive way to go around it. Ball 2 to the right. It's now 2-2. There's also a review of Tom Hanks' Greyhound. It actually debuts on Apple TV on July 10th. You guys can check that out anytime. And the review itself, we'll get to that in just a moment. Ball 3. 3-2. On deck, Tommy Edman is on deck with a 297 average. Lamon's already given up 1 walk for the 7-2 Padres tonight. The series finale in St. Louis, so a little bit of a below confident surprise actually. Comes to 3-2 by Lamont. And that's nearly a ball, but that's a strikeout. So a strikeout looking. First out for the Cardinals, a strikeout by Lamont. He's actually in good shape on the mound for the 7-2 Padres tonight. Rays 1, Giants nothing in St. Louis. At San Francisco. So the movie started 5 out of 10. Back to the lineup will be Tommy Edman, third baseman. He's 1 for 2 with a double his first time, the very first inning. Runner at first, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. In the series finale in St. Louis. It's pitched by Lamont. Strike 1 to the bottom right. So that sort of 5 out of 10 was actually a little bit mediocre. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. The field is swapped down between the minimum different number, besides any price that people pay for the releases that are actually already on the bound for territory. So But that game is still coming out, maybe by the end of this year. Possibly.
And
Foul ball to
he
left
fouls this
again,
one off.
strike 2. So that would be based on a different situation or a different
The 0-2
category.
once more.
Ball
Misses
1 at the
for
bottom,
ball
1 and 2. And there's also interesting things too for this week, for PS4, Switch, and an Xbox One. Foul ball to left, again, strike 2.
Back-to-back
We will be
breaking balls.
looking
He
at
just
a game
missed that
called
one right there,
Crosscode.
fouling it away.
That'll be coming out
Do
this
not expect a
Thursday
third.
for PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. PC, maybe. And he struck him out, check swinging. Out number 2 for the Cardinals.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location.
Love
So
letter
a good
from
job
Thief
there to
X coming out for
exploit
Switch
that.
same way on
That can be real hard for
Thursday.
somebody to overcome
But I don't
when
think
teams
I'm
start
buying that
figuring
for the
out
speed.
what locations you just can't handle.
Xbox is interested in acquiring Mortal Kombat and Batman developers. Brings up Carlton Wong, the second baseman. He has 2 strikeouts, he's 0 for 2 in a series finale in St. Louis. Runner will hold at first. Here's the pitch by Lamont.
Here's the first offering.
Strike 1 inside the zone, that's 0-1. According to Matt Kim, Microsoft is reportedly interested in acquiring Warner Brothers Interactive following the news that parent company AT&T is looking into possibly selling the video game development arm of the Warner Brothers, actually. Pop up to left center field, he'll still be able to get it, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 2 down for the Cardinals. Series finale in St. Louis. We'll go to top of the 7th. Padres nothing, Cardinals nothing. So basically, however, a sale is not currently and is really not taken into effect. The information is reporting that alongside companies like Activision, EA, and Take-Two, Microsoft is interested in acquiring Warner Brothers Interactive. Due off for the Padres will be first baseman Eric Hosmer. He has lined out and he has grounded out. He is 0 for 2 in the series finale in St. Louis. In a several game development studios. Whoever acquires Warner Brothers Interactive will likely purchase studios like Avalanche Software, Monolith Productions, NetherRealm Studios, Rocksteady Studios, TNT Games, and the other games across the globe. So, that's actually a lot of companies. Whoever is going to acquire Warner Brothers, and it's caught from second baseman, and that's the first out for the Padres. It's important to note that the Activision, the equation, is up Dennis Davidson. In the series finale in St. Louis, the pitch by Wainwright. Ball 1 to the left. National 6, Go-Go Mets 3 in New York City, the final in New York City. Foul ball to right, strike 1. We'll get to the interesting combinations in just a second.
Look into Molina, now the 1-1.
Foul ball to right at the bottom, strike 2. Braves 4, Marlins 3 in Atlanta. Wainwright nods his head. And he struck him out. That's out number 2 for the Padres. 7 strikeout by Adam Wainwright. Kind of like a Pitts duel battle or something. As Microsoft or Activision will own characters like Batman or Harry Potter. Instead, potential buyers will have to negotiate license deals. So studios like Rocksteady can still create new games based on the DC Comics or any other Warner Brothers characters. But those are the only 2, for example, that it might be transferring for that moment. Strike 1 at the bottom. Brings up Austin Allen, the catcher. He's 1 for 2 and drew a single in the second. The series finale in St. Louis. So it all depends what they're going to be leading up to. But it has to be determined, I would think, by after Gamescom or by next year. We'll see. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Blue Jays 3, Indians 2. The final in Cleveland. 0-2 count by Wainwright. Swing and a miss at the bottom. Struck him out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Padres. Series finale in St. Louis. Go to bottom of the 7th inning, guys. Padres nothing, Cardinals nothing. Of course, 2-1 for the Cardinals tonight in the chat of the Iamacreator group tonight will be Paul Goldsmith. He has popped out twice. He is 0 for 2 in the series finale in St. Louis. Okay, we're still doing good at the positive part. Ball 1 at the bottom. So 1-0. At the bullpen for the 7-2 Padres tonight, Craig Statman and Matt Stratham. It's actually almost coming off the list a little bit. And so it all depends what Warner Brothers decides to do with Antivision and Microsoft. So I, for one, am not in that situation. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to the left. Twins 2, Phillies 1 in Philadelphia. So it all depends if there's any other details. D-backs 2, Red Sox 1 in Arizona. Swing and a miss up top. 1 out for the Cardinals. 10th strikeout by Lamont. He's doing a pretty good job on the mound for the 72 Padres tonight. For the way that things have been going.
You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters.
It's a pitch by Lamont. Ball into the bottom right. With up Marcell Ozuna, he has struck out and he has popped out. He's 0 for 2 in the series finale in St. Louis. Chris Hemsworth. He's this insanely physical Hulk Hogan role. Huh. Ball 2 at the bottom.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away.
So it'll be interesting to see how it's going to go for on the mound. On demand for it. 2-0 count coming up. Strike 1 inside the zone, 2-1. Lamont's giving up 35 balls, 57 strikes with a 92 total. The 7-2 Padres tonight. 2-1 count coming up. Swing strike 2 to the right. Went a little bit short. Mario Odyssey, New Super Mario, and Mario Maker 2 on sale right now for the Swits. And he's check out swing again. That's the second out for the Cardinals. In the St. Louis finale tonight. Oh my. The sci-fi movies coming out of Netflix. There's also a WF8 trailer of What Can We Do in the Saddles with the TV series cast. Huh. Strike 1 up top. Brings up Paul DeZong, the shortstop. He has flown out and he has lined out. He's 0 for 2. Series finale in St. Louis. Okay, there's a couple of trailers that are coming out of today too. Ball 1 at the upper right. Lamont has given up 1 walk, so. Kevin Hart becomes an action star thanks to John Travolta in this new Red Band trailer. Swing and a miss at the bottom, 1-2.
Boy, he looks strong out there in the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out
at the end, I am nominated for 3 LA Press Club SoCal Journalism Awards. That would be almost that story for that as well. Ball 2 to the left. And there's actually a little more stuff based on the drama stuff a little bit. Ball 3. It's now 3-2. On deck, Tyler O'Neill with a 206 average. 3-2 count. That'd be ground ball to right center field, picked up by second. Throws to first, and the inning is over. With 3 outs. 3 up, 2 down for the Cardinals. As we go to the top of the 8th tonight, guys. Padres nothing, Cardinals nothing. Due off for the Padres will be left fielder Will Myers. He's lined out and he gets grounded out in the series finale in St. Louis. Wainwright looking to continue to make short work tonight. Strike one at the bottom left.
The windup and the 0-1.
Twins 2, Phillies 1. The final in Philadelphia. 42,356 in attendance. Swing and a miss, strike two at the bottom, 1 and 2. If you guys have a touchscreen on your phone, computer, or a tablet, you can do so by jumping in the website anytime you like. There's no toll-free on that, but it's actually just a free website to join. You guys can sign up with your email address that also requires a password and anything in particular. You guys can type in the website www.iamacreator.com/Iamacreator. You guys can let me know in the chat if you guys have any questions, or not much of it. And pitch hitting for the 7-2 Padres tonight will be Josh Naylor. He has a 91 average in the series finale in St. Louis. The ground ball center field picked up by second. Throws to the first, and that's second out for the Padres. Back to the order will be Travis Stanikowski. Center fielder, he's 1 for 3 with a single in the first. And series finale in St. Louis. And a bunt attempt to left. And that's foul ball, perhaps, strike one.
Into the wind, the 0-1.
Yankees 1, Orioles nothing. The final in Baltimore. Strike two.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and
it's now 0-2. Wainwright looking to continue with short work. And he does. He struck him out. 3 up, 3 down out of this point tonight, guys. Wow. 3 up, 2 down for the Padres. We're going to bottom of the 8th. Padres nothing, Cardinals nothing. And taking over on the mound for the 7-2 Padres tonight will be Craig Statman. Statman making the 7th start, 1-0 record. He has a 3.52 ERA. Due up for the Cardinals will be center fielder Tyrone Neal. Royals 9, Tigers 2, the final in Detroit. And here's the pitch by Stedman. Strike one inside the zone, 0-1. Randers 6, White Sox 4 in Chicago.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
It's like swinging way too long, so that's strike two.
As he went around for strike two. As mentioned
but yeah, guys, coming out of IGN News tonight, you guys consider yourself fed, and you guys consider yourself news tonight. That's why I have some more tomorrow when I do BL3. He struck him out as well. First strikeout out of the box. Lamont on the mound, the one on the mound for the 7-2 Padres tonight. Gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, 11 strikeouts, 100 pitches. That'll bring in Jose Martinez, right fielder. He struck out and he gets grounded out the first 2 times in St. Louis finale. Here's the pitch. Strike one at the bottom. Rays 3, Giants 1 in San Francisco. At the 7-2 Padres bullpen tonight, David Bender and Matt Stratum. Excuse me. Stratum or Stratum. However you guys want to put it. 1-0 count by Statman. It's like swings, strike one to the left, 1-1. Let me see. Want to talk about openings for hairstylists? Oh my. Okay. Ball 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate.
It's now 2-1.
Big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Fried second day. Second's actually good. 2-1 count coming up.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Is strike
Had a
two.
good particular shot, but that's strike 2. Jose Martinez is 0 for 2 in the series finale in St. Louis. Really hasn't been that much going on yet tonight. 2-2 count by Stedman. Ball straight to the right. It's now 3-2. On deck is Yadier Molina with a 74 average. Stedman gives a sign. Takes a look at his ball real quick. Nods his head. Here's the pitch coming up.
3-2 pitch.
And he struck him out at the correct time. Second out for the Cardinals.
With that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire.
We'll get it one more time in the chat.
Really tough for these big, strong guys.
Yeah, well, I think Zach's been a good positive note and also a good positive thing as well. Depending if you're battling the heat or trying to get some cool air, like taking a cool shower. Because I'll be taking that after I'm done with this. Mix up Yadier Molina. He's 0 for 1. He threw a walk in the 6th inning. In the series finale and St. Louis. 0-1 count. Ball 1 to the right.
Misses with it 1-1.
Okay, there we go.
The set and the 1-1.
That'll be fly ball center field. He gets under it and he does make the catch correctly. And the side is retired. 3 up, 2 down for the Cardinals. We're going to top of the 9th inning. The series finale in St. Louis. Padres nothing, Cardinals nothing.
So stepping in, Fernando
Do up for the Padres.
fly out for him in his last trip.
Number 23.
Wasn't for anything at this point.
Ready with the first
Talasuni is
pitch,
1
here
for
it comes.
3 in the series finale in St. Louis. Swing and a miss at the bottom. Strike 1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do.
I just had to jump on the other thing for the time being. Ground ball center field, picks it up, throws the first one away.
Nice play for the out.
Brings up Manny Machado, the third baseman. He's 1 for 3, a single and a third. Nationals 6, Mets 3, the final in New York City.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Strike 1 to the left.
For a called strike 1.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage.
He's already intact tonight, that's for sure. Swing and a miss, strike 2 at the bottom left. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can text one of the other streamers real quick. Hold on. Second swing, ball 1 at the bottom, 1 and 2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Yeah, there we go. See if I can get somebody to have that favor. Now be ground ball, pitcher gets under it. Throws to the first baseman in time. And that'll be the second out for the Padres. Here comes right fielder Hunter Renfroe. Renfroe's 0 for 3. Strikeout in the 6th.
Yeah, Matty, he needs to clean it up. He's already got the hat trick.
The series finale in St. Louis.
Soon to follow. Gotta lock this AB in.
That'll be ground ball center field. Doesn't get close enough for it. That'll be a single. So a single by the Padres.
As we take a look at his
Might be
numbers,
keeping up a little
things
bit
jump
and
out
safe.
at you.
The series finale in St. Louis. Wainwright's given up 78 strikes, 19 balls, sort of 97. In the series finale in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And Wainwright might be pulled out by the manager. So here comes the 3 and 5 Cardinals manager of the season coming to the mound.
And that is going to do it this afternoon.
Gets the ball from him, and that'll be it for Adam Wainwright. So taking over on the mound for the 3-5 Cardinals tonight. The St. Louis finale will be done. Brebbia in the third start of the season with 4 strikeouts intact. when it comes to a kind of like a difficult situation.
Here's the first pitch.
Ball one at the bottom.
Fastball close, but ultimately ruled
Right on
ball.
first, 2
1-0.
outs. That'll be fly ball to left center field. And he makes a good catch, and the inning is over. Padres leave 1 in the series finale in St. Louis. Go to bottom of the 9th, Padres nothing, Cardinals at nothing. And taking over on the mound for the 7-2 Padres tonight will be Matt Stratham. Stratham making a 6th game appearance, 1-0 record, 6.75 ERA, and 7 strikeouts for a total reigns. And there's also going to be somebody pinch hitting. So pinch hitting for the 3-5 Cardinals tonight will be Matt Carpenter coming into play. Rays 3, Giants 1 in San Francisco. Ball 1 at the bottom. Carpenter ended his play with a total of 998 career hits so far.
To see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it.
As it keeps everything intact, strike 1 to the left.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Okay, we're still doing real good as of one of the counts is in. Intact. That'll be fly ball to left center field. Looks to get the bounce of it, and he does make the good diving catch. Oh my. And that's the first out for the Cardinals. Good catch, good diving catch defensively. The left center field. And look at the approach one more time. Wow. And he makes the diving catch. And that's the first out for the Cardinals. Oh my. Ball 1 to the upper right. Brings up Tommy Edman, the third baseman. Doubled his first time. He's 1 for 3 in St. Louis finale. Red 7, Pirates nothing in Pittsburgh. It's like swing at the bottom, strike 1. It's now 1-1 tonight in the chat. Shout out to my buddy Zombie. How are you tonight? Foul ball to right, strike 2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Ball 3.
Slider 2-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get
2-2 count coming up.
High in the air,
foul ball to right, strike 2.
This will wind up being a foul ball. Another try at 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger.
And that's a strikeout. I didn't see that. That's second out for the Cardinals.
The big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Here's Colton Wong now.
Strike 1 at the bottom right corner. Brings up Colton Wong. He's 0 for 3.
Here, 0 for 3 in the game so far.
In the series finale in St. Louis. 0-1 count. The swing at the bottom, strike 2. Ball 1 at the bottom, 1-2.
But it's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And he struck him out. And that's 3 outs. Regulation, and the inning is over. 3 out, 3 down for the Cardinals in the series finale in St. Louis. Go to extra innings, go to top of the 10th. Padres nothing, Cardinals nothing. And the pitch hitting on the mound tonight, we'll get to that in a second. It will be somebody a little bit different. So on the mound for the 3-5 Cardinals tonight will be Jordan Hicks. Hicks making his third start of the season. 0-1 record, 3.38 ERA, and 1 strikeout. Hold on a second.
Dennis Davidson. He'll be the one to start things out as we begin the 10th.
Number 0.
Hold up, let me see if I can do something here. Davidson's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch coming up.
On its way.
Ball one at the bottom.
Sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0.
Strike one to the right.
A slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Great spot with that pitch.
It's now 1-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Yeah, there we go. See how we can try to do something for it. That'd be ground ball center field. Picked up by second. Throws the first one away for the Padres.
Cardinals are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter.
And then Wainwright's given up 5 hits and 10 strikeouts for a total of 97 for the 3-5 Cardinals tonight. Then I'll bring up the catcher, Austin Allen. He's 1 for 3 for a single in the second. The series finale in St. Louis. Nas is hand coming up. And they pop up to left center field. And he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Padres.
Into the box, Will Myers. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Brings out Will Myers. He struck out in the 8th. He's 0 for 3 in the series finale in St. Louis. Check swing to the left. For the different snipe. So, foul ball to right, strike one. This is already getting a little more increased. Strike 2 to the left. It's now 1-2 in the set tonight.
From the stretch, the 1-2.
Ball 2.
Yank the slider across.
It's now 2-2.
Laid off for a ball.
This coming up with the other thing too, guys, at a different amount. Swing and a miss at the bottom. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Padres in the series finale in St. Louis. For the bottom of the 10th inning. Padres nothing, Cardinals nothing. Due-up for the Cardinals will be Paul Goldschmidt. Strike out of the 7th inning, he's 0 for 3.
First offering on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Strike 1 in the upper left corner, 0-1. Strike 2 to the bottom left. Mariners 6, White Sox 5, the final in Chicago.
For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
That'll be ground ball to right center field. There you go.
Man is on to begin the inning. And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game, and that'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking.
Zero, that's one of the beautiful things.
So that's a single for the Cardinals.
Right? You go extra innings, that lineup turns over, and was able to get him 1 extra AB.
Yeah, and he'd be lying right now if he said he wasn't thinking about it. The boys hooked him up right there. Pitching staff extended the game a little bit. One more play.
That's ball 1 to the right.
He extends the hit.
Brings out Marcell Ozuna. Left fielder, he struck out in the 7th. He's 0 for 3. The series finale in St. Louis. Runner at first, nobody out. Strike 1 inside the zone, 1-1.
On the radar gun that time.
Foul ball to right, strike 2. It's now 1-2.
Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out.
1-2 count coming up. The big ground ball center field. It'll get there a little bit more. And that'll be a single. So a single for the Cardinals. Heads up in the series finale in St. Louis.
Right there, Dan kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole.
And it'll
somewhere.
ignore the substitution. They'll bring up shortstop Paul DeZong. He's 0 for 3 for ground out in the 7th inning. The series finale in St. Louis. First and second, nobody out. It's a pitch by Stratum.
Here's the first pitch.
Strike 1 at the bottom.
With the fastball, strike 1. A possible winning run on second. No one out.
0-1 count coming up. Ball 1 at the bottom.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball to second. And it'll be a double play defensively. Oh, man. So that's 2 outs for the Cardinals. But a runner at second goes to third.
There's the pitcher's best friend right there.
In the series finale in St. Louis tonight. Look at that double play in the chat.
Changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Tyler O'Neill. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up.
Brings up Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 3 in the series finale in St. Louis. Runner at third, 2 outs. Pitch by Stratum. Strike 1 inside the zone.
0-1. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down.
Sex Flake strike 2 at the bottom. 0-2. Now big fly ball to right, and it will get down. Oh my goodness. And the Cardinals take the series finale as the Cardinals go up to 4-5 of the season. Oh my goodness. Came down to the last extra innings as the 4-5 Cardinals take the series finale in St. Louis. Hold up a minute.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The St.
Hold on a
Louis
second.
Cardinals earn the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Jordan Hicks claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more,
let me look
make
at
your way
this.
over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals.
Okay, there we go. So the Cardinals go up to 4-5, take series finale in St. Louis.
Time of the ball game. 3 hours
Oh my
and 39
goodness. Oh, the Padres up down to 7-3 tonight.
this afternoon.
But there you go. The 4-5 Cardinals. For the 4-5 Cardinals tonight, Pogo Smith was 1 for 4 with a run. Tommy Edman was 1 for 4 with a double. Partizan was sadly 0 for 4. Hold on a second. For the 7-3 Padres tonight, Fred Tatis Jr. has 1 for 4. Manny Machado 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Edward Cosman was on 4, and thus Nader. Well, there you go, guys. As the Cardinals go up to 4-5 in the series finale tonight, and St. Louis over the Padres down to 7-3. 1-0, 4 hits, 5 hits, and no errors. So the Cardinals are now 4-5 of the season. There you go. We'll simulate that. Before we get to the other scores, before we get to the other stuff, hold on a second.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Redbirds combined to give up just 5 hits as they bested the visiting Padres 1-0. As of today, the Cardinals sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, while the Padres are in 1st place in the NL West. The Cubs brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee, 9-1. The win was their 6th in a row. At the start of the day, the Brewers are in last place in the NL Central, and the Cubs are atop.
Okay, let me try to do something here.
The Cincinnati Reds totaled 13 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 7-0. As of right now, the Pirates.
So the Cardinals are now 4-5 of the season tonight, guys.
Are 2nd in the division.
So yeah, the last was part 2. I don't know when I'll try to do a new episode, but if I would have done it tonight, there would have been a disc injection or something to go right into. So, but it's all good. It's all good to get right in with. Hold on.
While the Nationals are 2nd in the division. The Minnesota Twins pitched well, allowing only 3 hits.
Hold up a minute.
The best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park, 2-1. At the start of the day, the Phillies sit in 4th place in the National League East Division, while the Twins are leading the American League Central Division. The Diamondbacks beat the visiting Red Sox 2-1. Heading into the day, the Diamondbacks sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division.
Hold on, we're actually getting a little bit of a territory in a second. So as far as the other games go, we've got the Yankees moving up to 7-2 over the Orioles down to 4-5 in Baltimore, Maryland.
Are atop the division. The Tampa Bay Rays earned the 3-game series sweep as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco.
Well, let me do a little something back here.
Right now, the Giants are in last place in the NL West, while the Rays
are
in 3rd place in the AL East. The New York Yankees finished off a 2-game sweep as they beat the O's in Baltimore 1-0. It was their 7th straight victory. Entering the day's action, the Orioles are in 4th place in the AL East, while the Yankees are atop the division. Ryan Healy had an outstanding day, driving.
Hold on, let me try to see what we got going on. Wait, there we go.
6-5.
Going down to 4-5 in Baltimore, 1-0, 6 hits, 3 hits, no errors.
3rd place in the AL West. The Blue Jays broke up their 5-game losing skid as they beat the
Montgomery with his very first win. The Fireballer about 7 with his 5th save. The Twins improve also up to 7-1 of the season. Or the Phillies down to 2-6 in Philadelphia of the season. 2-1 in extra innings. 2-1, 3 hits, 3 errors. Suzy Romo with a 4-0 start on the mound for the 7-1 Twins. 7-1 Twins. Rogers with his 5th save.
At the start of the day,
the Blue Jays climb up to 4-7 over the Indians down to 4-5 in Cleveland, Ohio. 3-2, 11 hits, 1 error, 11 hits and no errors. Baruski with a 2nd win. Zales with a 2nd save. The Royals make blowout work up to 4-4 even.
Heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
Hold on, let me get back to the other thing too. Hold on. Zalti reminder. Huh. Yeah, there we go. Wait, there we go. Zunas with his very first win. The Nationals had a good game tonight as well, going up to 5-3 over the Gilgo Mets down to 6-3 in New York City. 6-3, 10 hits, 1 error, 9 hits and 1 error. Corbin with his very first win. Sewell with his 3rd save. The Braves go up to 5-4. Over the Marlins, down to 2-8 in Atlanta, Georgia. 4-3 by 1, 6 hits, 10 hits, no errors. Swarzak with his first win. St. Green with his very third save tonight. The Reds get a good win. Going up to 6-4 over the Phillies to 4-5 in Pittsburgh. 7-0 shutout. 13 hits, 6 hits, no errors. Scafellani up to a 2-0 start for the 6-4 Reds of the season. The Mariners get a win up to 5-6 over the White Sox, down to 4-4 even in Chicago. 6-5, 9 hits, 1 error. 11 hits and no errors. Gonzalez with his very first win. 12 Avala with his fifth save. The Astros go up to 6-4 over the A's, down to 3-10 and Houston of the season. Hold up. Just looking at it. 1-0, 7 hits, 5 hits, no errors. Brandon Peacock with his very first win. Harris with his second save. So what tonight. The Cubbies move up to 8-1. Cubbies go up to 8-1 by 8. Over the Brewers, down to 3-7 in a blowout work in Milwaukee. 9-1, 13 hits, 1 error, 9 hits and no errors. Jose Aquana up to a 2-0 start for the 8-1 Cubbies in the season. The franchise. The Diamondbacks climb up to 4-6 over the Red Sox, down to 8-3 in Arizona. 2-1, 7 hits, no errors. Walker up to a 2-0 start for the 4-6 D-backs of the season in Arizona. Avery Bauer with his third save. The Rays win by 5, up to 6-4 over the Giants, down to 2-8 in San Francisco. 6-1, 8 hits, 1 error, 4 hits and 1 error. Torinos with his very first win. The Angels move up to 7-3. This is actually another good surprise. Over the Rangers to 4-6 in LA. 9-5, 14 hits, 8 hits, no errors. Canning with his very first win. Bedrosian with his very first save. And the Dodgers also move up to 7-3 by 8. Over the Rockies, down to 4-6 in Colorado. 11-3, 11 hits, 8 hits, no errors. Hill with his second win as we speak. So the Cardinals are now 4-5. So next time, there will be the 4-5 Cardinals will be staying at home in St. Louis, as they will be hosting a 4-game, as the 4-5 Cardinals will be hosting the 7-3 Los Angeles Dodgers. That should be a pretty good series. Well, now let's see what we can do about the situation. Hold on. Okay, there we go. As there will be maybe sometime this week when it comes to new timing. So for game 1 next time on the mound for the 4-5 Cardinals will be Ponce de Leon, and then on the mound for the 7-3 Los Angeles Dodgers will be Clayton Kershaw. So that'll be a good matchup for sure. As far as the other teams go, we've got the 6-4 Rays taking on the 4-4 White Sox in Chicago even. As it will be Morton 1-1, 1.80 ERA, taking on Ivan Nova with a 1-0 record on the mound for the 4-4 White Sox, Chicago. 4-5 Pirates will be visiting the 8-1 Cubbies in Chicago. Chris Archer 1-0, taking on Yu Darvish with a 6.23 on the mound the mound for the 8-1 Cubbies of the season. 4-5 Orioles hosting the 3-10 Athletics in Baltimore. Madigan 1-1, 6.35 ERA, taking on Randall Cobb 1-0, 2.25 ERA. As well with a 2-5. 2-6 Phillies hosting the 5-3 Nationals in Philadelphia. Heckerson 9.00 ERA, taking on Velazquez with a 6.00 ERA. As well, 7-2 Yankees taking on the 6-4 Astros in Houston. As it will be Mats 1-0, 1.08 ERA, taking on Garrett Cole, 4.15 ERA for the 6-4 Astros in Houston. The 5-6 Mariners take on the 4-4 Royals even in Kansas City. Katsuski 1.42 ERA, taking on Han, who also has a 1.35 ERA. Wait a minute, Chaos. Let me see if I can do something. As we speak, 5-4 Braves take on the 4-6 Rockies in Colorado. For Newitz, 0-1, 19.64 ERA, taking on Gray, who has a 3.38 ERA. 2-8 Giants take on the 7-3 Padres. Padek 1-0, 56 ERA, taking on Marcus Baumgartner, who has a 1.38 ERA. And the 3-7 Brewers, we're taking on the 7-3 Angels in Los Angeles. Woodruff 0-2, 3.00 ERA, taking on Haney 1-1, 2.08 ERA. And that's going to wrap it up for tonight, guys. You guys will have BL3 tomorrow, because all I have to do tomorrow is only 7-3, so it's anything for sure. So hold up. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna wrap things up for tonight, as the Cardinals are now 4-5 of the season, as they will be hosting a 4-game series in St. Louis, taking on the 7-3 LA Los Angeles Dodgers. So that should maybe be a good one. Guys will have BL3 tomorrow after I'm off at 3, after I get back from Subway. If you guys want to catch some more, did we already save already? I'm pretty sure, hopefully we did. Guys want to catch some more MLB 19. Like I said, I don't know when the last part 2 will be getting a new episode very soon. So it was not going to be tonight. So be sure to hit that red support button. Tweet them out, share them, comment, add them to a playlist. If there's anyone in the chat that does have a Twitter, you can do so by following me on Twitter. That's JD Zach Dawson of the Iamacreator group. But we'll see what happens in between. While we watch our videos in full. Like the videos in full, share them, tweet them out as good as we can. But yeah, if you guys can find me on Twitter, you guys can follow me on Twitter, get it out there, and give me up there as good as you can. And we never ask for support back. If you guys also want to vote for the idol, you guys can vote Aladdin. That's at 27. The Great Summon is still at 12, regardless. So, but alrighty, guys. So I'm gonna stop here for tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for BL3. tomorrow's Tuesday, and then Wednesday, new episode of BL3 the same way. So guys can let me know in the chat during the same point and a different production on that. Well, with that, I'm going to get out of here. I want to say thank you, Geek1990, for stopping by. Thank you, Brother Mark. Cecil Thrice, thank you, by the way. And thank you, Dynamite. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for a new episode of BL3. Same time, same channel. Hopefully you guys had a good time with good entertainment, as always. I hope you all enjoyed. Be good to one another, be kind to one another, and love one another. This is JD signing off. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for BL3. Same time, same channel. And I'll see you guys till then. Stay safe and stay cool. And I'll see you guys in the